The eyes are not windows to the soul. They are the primary weapons of the psychological battlefield. Long before you speak a single word, you have already won or lost. Within the first 3 seconds of visual contact, a biological hierarchy is established. Most of you are leaking power through your pupils. You look away too soon. You blink too often. You look down when challenged. You are broadcasting prey to every predator in the room. In tactical psychology, the gaze is a tool for frame dominance. It is the ability to hold a line of sight without aggression, without fear, and without insecurity. It is what we call the predator's gaze. Not because you are hunting, but because you cannot be hunted. Today, we dismantle the mechanics of the gaze. We are going to explore the biology of visual dominance, how to look through lies, and how to project a presence that makes the world flinch before you do. Step into the light. Welcome to the Citadel. Before we decode the visual field, identify your position. This is a briefing for the sovereign few. If you seek to master the internal and external frame, you belong in this order. Subscribe to Tactical Sage 365 and signal your intent. We do not seek followers. We train architects of power. Let the weak look away. We remain. Why does eye contact feel like a physical weight? Because it is. Biologically, prolonged eye contact between two males is perceived as a challenge or a threat. It triggers the amygdala. This is an evolutionary survival mechanism. The one who breaks the gaze first is subconsciously signaling submission. They are saying, "I am not a threat. Please do not attack." Most men have been socialized to be polite by breaking eye contact early. You have been trained to be harmless. But harmless is just another word for impotent. To be a sovereign, you must reclaim your biological right to occupy space with your eyes. The predator's gaze is not about staring people down like a lunatic. That is a sign of insecurity, a desperate attempt to look tough. The true gaze is calm. It is heavy. It is still. When you look at someone, you are not looking at their surface. You are looking through them. You are observing their micro-expressions, their blink rate, and their pupils. You are the observer. They are the specimen. When you change your internal perspective from "I hope they like me" to "I am evaluating them," your gaze naturally shifts from prey to predator. To master the tactical gaze, you must pass through 3 gates. The first is the stillness. Most people's eyes are darty. They move from the eyes to the mouth to the ground to the wall. This is a visual leak. It shows high cortisol and social anxiety. You must train your eyes to remain fixed. When someone is speaking, lock onto one of their eyes, not both, not the bridge of the nose. Pick one. Hold it. This creates a singular point of pressure that the other person will feel. The second gate is the blink rate. Blinking is a reset button for the brain. High-frequency blinking is a universal sign of stress and deception. A man who blinks once every few seconds is a man in control of his nervous system. In a confrontation, the man who blinks less is the man who owns the frame. It signals that your System 1 brain is not in panic mode. You are cool, you are calculating, you are unbothered. The third gate is the break direction. Eventually, the gaze will be broken. If you are the one to break it, never look down. Looking down is a submissive gesture. It is the white flag of body language. If you must break eye contact, break it horizontally. Look to the side as if you are pondering a thought, then return to the gaze. Better yet, let them be the one to break it. When they look away first, do not immediately look away as well. Hold your gaze for one more second on their face after they have turned. This post-gaze confirms your dominance. It tells their subconscious, I was not finished with you yet. The eyes cannot lie as effectively as the tongue. When you master the tactical gaze, you become a human polygraph. Most liars will do one of two things. They will either look away instantly when asked a direct question, or they will overcompensate by staring you down to prove they are honest. Both are deviations from the baseline. Look for the eye-accessing cues. In tactical psychology, we observe where a person's eyes go when they retrieve information. Generally, looking up and to the right often signals the brain is constructing an image, fabricating a story. Looking up and to the left signals they are remembering an image, accessing the truth. But the most reliable sign is the pupils. Pupils dilate when a person is excited, attracted, or under extreme cognitive load, like when they are telling a complex lie. When you hold the predator's gaze, you are forcing them into a high-stress state where their lies will begin to fracture. Silence plus a steady gaze is the most effective interrogation technique in existence. Let them choke on their own words while you watch their eyes burn. We are entering the deep tactics. Ask yourself, in your last conversation, who looked away first? If it was you, you were the prey. If you are ready to stop being the one who flinches, comment, eyes on. This is a commitment to the discipline of the gaze. Like this video to anchor this protocol into your psyche. Now, we move to the training. How do you build a gaze that doesn't flinch? You must train the muscles and the mind. Most of you have soft eyes because you spend all day looking at screens' digital shadows that offer no resistance. You need to practice with the dead eye drill. Find a mirror. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Look into your own eyes. Pick one eye. Do not blink. Do not move. Do not look away. At first, your eyes will water. Your mind will scream for you to look elsewhere. This is the ego resisting the discipline. Push through. Watch the urge to flinch and simply observe it. When you can look at yourself for 3 minutes without a single micro expression of discomfort, you have built the foundation. Now, take it to the world. Start with strangers, people you will never see again. As you walk down the street, hold eye contact with people walking toward you. Do not look down at your phone. Do not look at the ground. Maintain a neutral, calm expression. No smile, no frown, just a sovereign gaze. Wait for them to break first. You will feel a surge of primal energy every time a stranger yields the visual path to you. You are recalibrating your status in the human hierarchy. You are learning that the world belongs to those who can look it in the face. In the boardroom or the bar, the rules of the gaze are the same. If you are being criticized by a boss or an aggressor, do not interrupt. Simply look at them. Maintain the gaze as they speak. Do not nod. Do not agree with your eyes. Just observe. When they finish speaking, do not answer immediately. Hold the gaze for 3 seconds of silence. This silence, combined with the predator's gaze, completely dismantles their momentum. It signals that their words had zero impact on your internal state. They will begin to feel awkward. They will begin to doubt their own argument. You haven't said a word, yet you have won the confrontation. In romance, the gaze is the differentiator. Most men look at women with hunger or supplication. Both are low value. A sovereign looks with certainty. He holds the gaze longer than is socially comfortable. He doesn't look away when she smiles. He doesn't look away when she tests his frame. This tension is where attraction is born. If you can hold the gaze during the silence, you are signaling that you are a man who can handle the pressure of the unknown. You are rare. You cannot fake the predator's gaze for long if you are hollow inside. The gaze is simply the outward manifestation of the internal citadel. If you are afraid of losing your job, your girl, or your status, your eyes will betray you. They will flicker with the fear of loss. True dominance comes from detachment. When you accept that you can lose everything and still remain a whole man, you become dangerous. You have nothing to hide. You have nothing to prove. This is the secret of the dead eye. It is the look of a man who has already died to his ego. Since you have nothing to lose, you have no reason to look away. This is the stoic calm. When your internal world is a rock, your eyes become stone. The world can scream, the world can threaten, but it cannot move the stone. Build your life in such a way that you don't need to lie. When you live with total integrity, your gaze becomes a laser of truth. You don't need to remember a story, so your eyes stay fixed on the reality in front of you. Integrity is the ultimate fuel for the predator's gaze. A man with a clear conscience and a hardened will is the most formidable force on the planet. We are reaching the end of the briefing. From this moment forward, your eyes are no longer just for seeing. They are for commanding. You are going to walk out into the world and you are going to notice the leakers. You will see the men looking at the pavement. You will see the boys blinking in panic. You will not be one of them. You will hold the frame. You will look at the world with the calm intensity of a sovereign. You will not use your gaze to bully, but to signify that you are an immovable object. You are the mountain. The fog may swirl around you, but the mountain sees all and remains unchanged. People will begin to treat you differently. They will speak more carefully. They will offer you more respect. Not because of what you say, but because of what you see. The eyes tell the story of the man. Tell a story of power. Tell a story of stillness. Tell a story of the unyielding sovereign. The gaze is your sword. Keep it sharp. Keep it steady. The briefing is over. Now comes the execution. For the next 24 hours, do not break eye contact first with anyone. Not the cashier, not your friend, not your rival. Hold it until they turn away. Feel the tension. Embrace it. That tension is your power growing. Share this briefing with one man who needs to find his eyes. Subscribe to Tactical Sage 365. We do not offer comfort, we offer the iron. Master your gaze, master your life. Go forth in strength. We are watching. The citadel is closed.